up, everyone? It is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace. Today we're about to get into another Complexion Corner, girl. So I what did I do? Oh yeah, so I have all these complexion things I tried that I bought during the Sephora sale. I've been wearing the foundation, the concealer, and the powder for like a week straight, and I had some other things I wanted to throw in here because I had a few complexion products that I didn't talk about in the last video that I thought I had. At least when I looked it up, I feel like I didn't talk about them, but you know, I'm gonna talk about them now. So as usual, there's a million foundations and concealers and stuff to get on to, so let's get started. I'm gonna start off with the affordable one because literally everything else in here is expensive. So I'm gonna start off with these two cute little affordable drugstore things that I tried out. I don't know, the drugstore ain't been hitting like it used to, or maybe just because I've never been a huge drugstore person to begin with. I'm not that huge on it, but I am wearing a drugstore foundation now. It's the one we gonna talk about. So I got the Thread Basic Complexion Stick on my face. I wear the shade 130 medium warm golden. This stuff is amazing, y'all. It's smooth on the skin like butter, but it's like satin your skin but better finish to the face. And as you can see, I just look stunning with this on. I'm just amazed that this little stick is so affordable and so great. I believe this is between $8 and $10. Don't quote me exactly. I will try to remember to link all the videos above all the foundation, or I might just link the Complexion Corner playlist, and then you can see all the things in addition to all the Complexion Corners I have available. But this thing is amazing. Oh my god, y'all, it goes on the skin so smooth, and when you blend it out, it just blends out so easily and gives such good coverage. Like, y'all know I have those dark spots from where I've popped pimples on my face, so I have to like go in with a second coat. But if you don't have that, one coat of this should be enough for you. But because I have that issue, when I don't heavily conceal super low, I have to use 2 coats of this. But this stuff is amazing. I've used it like for a good like 2 weeks when I went to work every day, just because it's so easy to put on. Just rub it on the face and go. I absolutely love this stuff. Sometimes I'm in the mood where I'm like, I want to rush and I don't feel like I want to take more time on my eyes basically, and I don't want to take a lot of time on complexion. So I use foundation sticks in times like that. So I used the Westman Atelier one this week. I used the Huda one a couple of weeks ago, and I was using this one a couple of weeks before that because I was testing it out. But this is definitely worth the price. You would think this is like a high-end foundation stick because it's that good. So I definitely recommend you try it out. It's absolutely wonderful, and I can't wait to see what else this brand comes out with, because I am here for it, girl. Thank you. I will take whatever it is. Thank you. And that was I bought that because of Coco Swatches on Instagram. She has a YouTube channel as well if you want to check her out, but I bought it based upon what Coco Swatches said she had tried, and she had swatched the colors, and I was like, oh, the finish looks nice, you know, it looks like they have a good shade range. So next time I go to Target, I'll get it. I had to go to Target because my aunt died, and I had to buy some stuff for Adriangameover to wear just to the funeral, like something simple, like a simple pair of those like bootleg Vans that they sell for like 20 bucks. I went because I wasn't letting them wear gym shoes to the funeral. That's just, no, we weren't doing that. But I wanted a nice simple dress shoe, so I went there, ended up getting this foundation, and that's how y'all got the review, and this concealer as well. So again, Coco Swatches was raving about this as one of her favorite concealers that she'll be wearing for the summertime. So I had seen it came out a while ago with the foundation, but I don't know, like I usually jump on Maybelline stuff, but I don't know, this just didn't speak to me. But as soon as she said try it, I was like, okay, say less. And I went ahead and bought it. So this is the Maybelline Super Stay Active Wear up to 30-hour concealer. I have the shade 50. Now I will say this shade isn't as light as I'd like it to be. It's a little deeper than I expected it to be, but you know, it works nicely. It glides on smoothly, so it's not like a heavy concealer. It's a lightweight concealer. It blends out pretty nicely. It gives a decent amount of coverage, so I like it well enough. I mean, I have other concealers I like better, but you know, for the drugstore, I like it just fine. So I would recommend you try it out if you're interested in looking for a new concealer, but I wouldn't say rush out to get it, because I didn't rush out to get it, and I'm fine with it being in my collection. But if it like went missing, I wouldn't go out of my way to look for it. So there's that. Okay, now let's get into all my expensive bougie foundation. So let me see. This one I've had in the box for a while, and I meant to review. I don't think I did. Forgive me if I did. I'm not 100% sure though, but it was in the box, which made me think I didn't do it, and I just thought I did. Anyway, this is Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation. I wear the shade 14 Neutral. I really like this foundation on its own. However, when I want more full coverage, if you will, because to me this is more medium, and y'all know I'm a full coverage queen, I'll take high, medium, or full. This is just medium. I don't feel like it builds up to high medium, so I'll mix in her Flawless Filter Foundation with this, and I think I wear the shade 13 Neutral now. And don't quote me because I got samples from Sephora a while ago, but my sticker came off the bottom, so I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's 13 Neutral. a 14 neutral just like this one, but this stuff is amazing. Like, it literally looks like just your beautiful skin, like it says. It's really nice. I'd say it's somewhat comparable to the what is it, the Makeup Forever one and the Yummy Skin one from Diypansy, but it's really good foundation. It's really nice. It looks really nice and skin-like, and then when you set it with a nice powder, or if you mix in the foundation I was talking about to give more coverage, I definitely feel like you will love it. So I would recommend it. I hope you all bought it during the sale. I gave y'all a recommendations video, and I'm pretty sure this was in it, so that gave y'all a spoiler alert of my thoughts on it. I thought it was wonderful, and I think that I will be getting a lot of use out of it in the summertime. I'll just have to mix it with the Flawless filter, because we know I have oily combination skin, and since that's more of a dewy natural skin finish, I feel like it's not gonna hold up that well during the summertime. So I'm gonna have to prep if I use certain foundations in here that I'm going to talk about. So I'm gonna just go through the other two that I just talked about, since I just mentioned them. So you have the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. I wear the shade 4Y60. If you all remember, they changed the numbers on them. I told you all about that in the video review for this foundation, and gave y'all swatches of like 2 other shades besides this shade that I actually went and picked up in store. But this shade transitions to Y503. So if you wear Y503 in that foundation, I don't know if I necessarily could tell you to get this shade, because I found that this foundation oxidized, because I normally wear Y505, and when I swatched Y505 it oxidized, so I wasn't necessarily feeling like this was great for that. And then when I put the Y505 powder on top of it, it worked perfectly fine for me. So you might want to get Y503, because I feel like the shades oxidized and they're not true to tone like they used to be anymore. I'm sad they changed the numbering system, because that was one thing I liked about them, and like NARS and a couple of other brands. They always keep the same shades. Like Maybelline does that, L'Oreal normally does that. They did it, and then CoverFX and who else? It's one other brand, that NARS, that always keeps the same names for the shades. So I was disappointed in them for that, but I understand they wanted to expand the range, so that's why they changed the number system. So if you're my shade, normally Y505, then you need Y503. When I first tried this, when I first put it on, I wasn't necessarily excited about it, but I think it was just because, as a general rule, I don't usually like Makeup Forever's HD line. I like their matte line preferably. So I haven't mixed the matte foundation with this one though, because I actually just like this on its own. They finally made a foundation that I actually like. I really like this one. I plan on using this a lot during the summer too. A lot of these Your Skin But Better ones I plan on using during the summertime, and just using like mattifying powders to go with them, since they're newer. But at the same time, I feel like I'll still use some of my old favorites. I'm thinking about making a video on that, of my my summer foundations, and which ones I plan on using and which ones I plan on making work, that I really like from my complexion corners I've been doing over the last like 2 or 3 months, since everybody's coming up with complexion right now. So you can let me know down below if you'd be interested in that or not, and then that'll help me determine if I should do it or not. But I would recommend this one too, and I think I recommended it again in my Sephora VIB spring recommendation video. So let's talk about Miss Diypansy. Miss Diypansy. Now, I didn't buy her first one, the Fluid, I forgot what it's called. She has another foundation out. I didn't try that one, but I 100% recommend this one right here, the Yummy Skin Glow Serum. I have the one in Juice Boost, which is the deeper of the two, and then she has the Yummy Skin Serum Foundation. If you're curious what my shade is, it's 18G. This combination is a match made in heaven. I will definitely probably have to repurchase one of these over the summer, because the way it looks on my skin, I will not be wearing this. I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is easily going to be in my top favorite foundations of 2022 already. I can tell you that now. This one and the other 3 we just talked about for sure will most likely be in it, because this right here, this is just absolutely stunning, wonderful, amazing. I am in love with these 2 products. This just gives you a nice glow from within look on your skin. You can wear this like just every day, and maybe put like a tinted moisturizer on and be fine, or you can use it with the foundation, or you can just wear it on its own, and if you want to have a nice glow from within and you have like nice skin. I don't have nice skin, so I wouldn't just wear this on its own. I'd use like a tinted moisturizer or a BB cream or something like that. But I really love this product. It goes on lightweight, and it gives like I said, that glow from within. Like the way my cheeks look now, it looks like that with this on by itself before you add foundation. So this is just, Diypansy did all of that. Do you hear me? She did all of that, and I'm pretty sure I recommended this during the sale too. Go to bed where I threw you. This foundation is stunning, and what I like about it is you can just twist this part off, and now I can just buy a whole new foundation. So when this gets empty, I don't have to buy a whole new component to go along with it. I can just twist my new one on and go on with my day. This is amazing. The only thing is, I think the replacement component is white, which I thought was weird because I'm like, why didn't you just keep the same color? But maybe it was cheaper to have a white one, and then you just keep this top, and then, you know, whatever. But I really like this foundation. It is easily gonna be like top 10 for 2022 for me. So that's how much I'm into it. Next I have the one size, what is this, Turn Up the Base BBB Cream, the Beauty Blur Balm. I like this okay. I'm not obsessed with it. I don't like how thick it is, but it goes on the skin nice and smoothly. You have to buff it in a little bit, but otherwise it's fine. Like, it looks nice on the skin, and I don't have any gripes with that. I don't know, I guess compared to all the other formulas I've been trying, the fact that they go on so easily and so smooth onto the skin, the fact that this is thicker, I'm not necessarily obsessed with that. It's a good product overall, and if you want to try it, I guess you should, but it's not like top tier like the other ones I just talked about that I'd be recommending to you. Like I told you all in the sale, if you wanted to try it because it was reasonably priced and you could get a discount, then fine, but it's not one that I'm trying to go out of my way to buy. I thought it looked nice, but I wasn't in love. I usually love everything Patrick does when it comes to complexion, but this one was just okay to me. Last foundation we have to talk about is a newer foundation that I just got during the Sephora VIB sale, like I told you all. But I wanted to round up all of them, so I wanted to wear it at least for a week before I did it. And I literally wore it every single day from last Saturday until today when I put on the thread one for the video. So that tells you how much I like it right there. This is the Diypansy, what is this? Prism Libre Skincare Matte Foundation. And this is what she looks like. It is absolutely stunning. I wear the shade 6W420. I feel like I did a good job on shade matching. It looks really nice on the skin. I think I've worn it in every Instagram picture you have seen the week of April 11th through the 16th. So I've worn it every single day in every single picture. I changed different concealers with it on a couple of days. I used the Kat Von D Good Apple one, but overall I've been using the concealer that I bought during the sale with it, along with the powder I bought with it. So you'll see all this stuff in a minute. Crap, I left the powder in the back. Oh, no, there it is, thank God. So this stuff is amazing. I was skeptical about getting it though, just because I remember their first foundation that they came out with, the shade range was not all that. And then the new foundation they came out with before they came out with the matte one was like the glowing one, and I didn't really want to get that either. So that's actually the first Givenchy foundation product I have tried, and I was quite impressed with it. So I might have to look out for Givenchy now. Wait, no, the first one I tried was a concealer that Casey Holmes really liked, but the undertone on it was really weird. The formula was fine, but the undertone was weird. I told y'all about that in the Complexion Corner in the past though. So it's good overall, and I'm thoroughly impressed with it. So I'm like, okay, I see you. And now I'll talk about the concealer that I wore with it. So this is my first time trying the brand Rose Ink. This is the Rose Ink. It just says concealer on it. I threw the box away, so I don't know the exact name of it. I think it's like a hydrating luminous concealer, if I remember correctly. I have the shade LX130. I love the tone of this concealer. I love concealers with a really bright yellowish undertone, so that way if you don't want to use a yellow powder underneath, you still have that yellow golden to go where you highlight the parts of your face. And then you can always use like a beige powder if you prefer to use beige, or you can use like a lighter banana as opposed to that deeper yellow banana, like, you know, the what was it, the Sasha buttercream. Like, you don't have to use one that deep because you'll have this deep, yellow toned concealer on. So I really like yellow toned concealers, so that's why I picked the shade I picked. This concealer is stunning. It's gorgeous. Like I said, I'll try to remember to link the videos up above for this stuff, because I have a video using a whole bunch of new stuff that I bought at Sephora, like the Westman Atelier what is it, the contour stick, the one in the deepest shade that she came out with. And then I got this, and then I got a powder that's in here next we'll talk about, but I got a couple of concealers to go through first. But this is a really good product, and I was thoroughly impressed with them. This was the first thing I tried from the brand. I know they have a tinted moisturizer, but y'all know me, I'm not doing tinted moisturizers. We're not doing it here. Like, I barely tried Patrick's BBB cream just because I don't like products like that. Like, it needs to be a foundation. It needs to say foundation if you want me to buy it. So I didn't buy that. Plus the price was kind of high from, and what I heard from people, like, it wasn't giving any coverage, and it needs to give coverage for people like me who don't have perfect skin. So I was like, yeah, no. But the concealer, yes, 1,000 times yes. And it makes me intrigued to see if they come out with a foundation, because if they do, I'd be interested in getting it. I know they came out with lipsticks like Fenty with the components, and I wasn't really feeling that either. But we know, again, I don't care about lip products, so I could wear the same like 12 lip products from like my favorite few brands and call it a day. But next I have the YSL All Hours Concealer. Now I know this is super old, but I could never find it during their sale on their website in my shade, so I had to go in Neiman Marcus. No, sorry, I had to go in Nordstrom's and find this concealer. So I have the shade 6 in it. It's an okay concealer. I remember Kathleen Lights raving about it when it first came out, but I wasn't that impressed with it. Maybe because the shade I bought was just a little too deep, but with the coverage and everything, I wasn't that thoroughly impressed. It didn't cost that much though for it to be YSL. I think this was like 30 bucks. And you know, the Tom Ford when I'm in love with is like 90 bucks or whatever. I blame Morgan Turner for me buying it though, because she was raving about how wonderful it is, and she did not lie. That concealer is amazing, but like for $90, I don't want to spend $90 on concealer. But I saw my girl Dabs Makeup on Instagram. It's Dabs Makeup on Instagram. She had found the concealer at the Company Cosmetics store. The only thing was the shade was too deep, so I'm like, if I could find the shade I actually buy, I was willing to drive to the Company Cosmetics store. Plus, I was watching, I think her name is I Am Jamila. She did a video with my girl, Dr. Adriangameover, and she was talking about how you can call the Company Cosmetics store and see what they have, and then they'll mail the stuff to your house. So I'm thinking about calling one that's closest to me, having them mail it to my house if they have the shade I need. I wear shade 5WO if anyone's curious. But on this concealer, I don't necessarily think it was worth me buying because it was just okay. It wasn't anything exceptional or special, but you know, I have it and I figured I would talk to you about it. And if you can get on sale for a deal, you want to treat yourself to something luxurious, it's not bad. It's not anything to write home about. Like, it's not anything I would be like, go out of your way to get me to grab it right now, because it's not that great to me. Next, I have the Dior Backstage Flash Perfector Concealer in the shade 4W. I really like this concealer. Okay, when I first tried it though, I was kind of iffy. It's the concealer I have on right now, if you're curious what's on. What I don't like about this is this weird brush tip situation. Like, I don't like the brush tip on the bottom of it. Sorry, let me. See, it has a weird brush tip on it instead of having a doe foot like everyone else does. I don't know if they call this trying to be unique or whatever, but it's like, I'm not feeling it. I don't like that. So don't do that. And then last, I have the Say powder in the shade Medium Translucent. I really like this powder. I thought it was great. And I would definitely recommend that you try this. Sorry, what I was saying about the Say powder is this is a really good powder. I bought it based upon the Tina the Fancy Faces recommendation. Aside from the fact that I had seen it and I was interested in it, if you all don't know, I do love all things complexion, so that includes powders and like bronzers. Not necessarily blushes or highlighters, but bronzers, setting powders, concealers, and foundations. I'm always interested in, like, ooh, give me the teeth. I need to know. So this is a Radiant Loose Setting Powder. I heard some people say they had glitter in there. Mine didn't have glitter in it. And when I put it on, it didn't give any glitter. It just gave like a radiant, glow from within situation. Kind of like what I got on right now, but it's like I don't have that on. I have on the new Charlotte Tilbury highlighter. That's what's making my face radiate the way it is now. And the LYS yellow under eye powder. I think it's called the shade Banana that I have underneath my eyes. But yeah, this powder is really, really, really nice. I didn't have a problem with it giving me like glow or glitter or any of those type of things. It just gave a nice radiant like satin sheen underneath there to make me look like I'm glowing from within, like I do now, like I said. So I would recommend that you try out this powder. Like I said, I have the shade Medium Translucent, so it's more on the beige side. So for people who like beige powders, I feel like you will like this powder a lot. The last powder I have, y'all, it is so old. Like, I can't tell you the last time what happened? I can't tell you the last time anyone's talked about this brand, not to sound like a jerk, but it's like, I feel like I don't know what's going on with them and Cover FX and like Smashbox. Like some brands, I'm like, what's going on with you? Are you still alive? Blink once for like yes and twice for no. I don't know. But this is the, and this is a super old product by the way. This is the I'm sorry y'all. Soft Focus Hydrate Plus Setting Powder in the shade Dark. So I have been looking at this forever because, like I said, I'm a complexion queen, so I'm all about the powders and everything, and I had seen this for a while, and I saw that Caucasian beauty gurus were like using this as a bronzer shade. Now obviously I would use this to set my face, and this is actually what my face is set with right now. This powder is absolutely amazing. Like, oh my goodness, I found it on Beauty Bay for 20% off finally, because usually when they put it on 20% off, it wouldn't be my shade, it would be like the medium shade or like lighter shades. They finally had my shade at 20% off. If you all remember when I did the Beauty Bay haul, I think I put this in there. If I didn't, I meant to. I had got this in like the tan lines highlighter finally, because I wanted that too. But yes, y'all, this powder is amazing. It does feel nice and hydrating on the skin. It's not a heavy powder, so it's lightweight. You can press it in the skin, you get a nice hydration from it, and it sets the skin nicely and it makes it look like, you know, just skin on its own. This stuff is absolutely amazing. You need to get your hands on it. If I had tried it earlier before the sale, I would have told you about it, but I didn't try it until after I had already filmed the video and it was too late, so my apologies. But oh my goodness, y'all, you need it, you need it, you need it, you need it, you need it. It is amazing and you need it. So those are all the things I had to talk about. I feel like this video was like super long, but you know, yeah, I know I ramble a lot, and plus I had a whole bunch of complexion to talk about because everybody's been coming out with complexion. I'm surprised I haven't seen more complexion come out, but now I guess they're getting to their spring collections and stuff, so I don't have to worry about as much complexion, which I guess is kind of good, so I can try some more of the other things I have, and I can try some of the older things in my collection to see if I want to keep them, since I have all these new things to add. I already got 4 things on the counter that's like on the chopping block in the bathroom. Like, I'm like, yeah, you need to go, you need to go, you need to go. So yeah, but anyway, those are all the things I had to talk about. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.